Never believed I could be a DJ, but I loved seeing them.
In Colombia, if you're a musician, you're not gonna make it, bro. Picture this. A 12-year-old comes up to you and says, oh, this is cool. And you literally hand him the headphones. Try it. I would always watch Tomorrowland after movies. Just imagine being on those stages in front of thousands and thousands of people. We both were, okay, let's do it. If we want to pursue this, we both have to make sacrifices.
We knew from the very start what was going to make us different is live music with DJing. We were both in the music program. It wasn't until like our last year of high school where we actually became friends because our timetables were identical, like not planned at all. So all of our spares were the same. So like we would literally just jam in the fan room.
And just have fun.
Ruined it, man. Fuck.
It was this business class. There was a group project, so we had to get into pairs. Everybody else already had partners. I think Juan was like in the front, I was at the back. We both didn't have partners, so we teamed up. Yeah, we worked on this project at the library, and we were listening to some music, and I just remember putting on some EDM, and it was like a big like what the like, because like both of us are in the jazz band, EDM, jazz, like they don't, complete opposite ends. So.
And then I knew how to produce, so I was like, yo, like I think one day it was just like, yo, you wanna, come to my house and like make something, with the guitar and stuff like that.
Those starting days were like the big shift in my life in terms of who I was. Those times were they were just so fun. We were just having so much fun. That was a big part of it for me. Like, damn, I could be doing this. I could be doing this for the rest of my life.
Once I got here, I was like, okay, everybody can do whatever they want here. We left Colombia in 2015. I have my primary family here, but most of my family's there. Right now I'm living with my parents, well, my mom, because they're separated, my two sisters, and my brother. My brother, I only lived with him very shortly. He changed careers, he went to another country. And I feel like I took on the role of like, the protective, or I'm like making sure, everybody's good. I don't share a lot of things when it comes to like talking about certain things, and I'm not the type to just go out and say, hey, I need help. It's definitely nostalgic to think about Colombia. When I was in the orchestra, all the practices that we would have weekly, I would just feel like I was in a different world. I would just forget about everything. It's almost like meditation for me, being on a stage. I'm fully there. I don't feel nothing else. Johnny from Colombia. Like if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be producing. Picture this. You are being paid by a bar to go to the coast of Colombia and play there. And then a 12-year-old comes up to you and says, oh, this is cool. And you literally hand him the headphones, try it. But not only that, once he tries it and doesn't get it, he's like, don't worry, I'll teach you. He actually owns up to his word. I go back to my city, he goes back to his city, and we would Skype. He would teach me how to produce. First day of school was scary, especially after starting grade 10. I started a month late. Everybody has their friends already. I knew a little bit of English, but I didn't know how to like talk to somebody. I had a friend. He gave me the rundown of like how the high schools here are. He told me, oh, Bishop Bryan is the best one for music. My school was supposed to be Cathedral. I literally had to pretty much cry to the VP for her to let me in the school, because I was like, man, I have to be here because the music. I went with my parents. My parents didn't know how to speak a single word of English, so I was the one speaking. Once I first got into school, I was put right away into academic courses, which was tough, man. It was hilarious. I was in ESL, but I was also taking university English. Again, music is the way I can kind of like, I'm almost telling my music, this is what happened. Like, this is what I'm going through type of stuff. It's weird because in the beginning I was making like weird music too. Just more party, more groovy, more like I want life to feel that way in a way. Just to feel groovy. So I feel like if I didn't have music, I would definitely like explode. Like when I explode, it's an atomic bomb. Imagine taking that away from me, oh my God. I'll just.
Marco, come here. Come here. We gotta do a little talk. You can talk. I got you. Thank you all so much for coming. Today means the world to us. A year ago, we were talking about playing at Toy Box as a dream, as a far dream. Woo! And we're here today. We are very, 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 very thankful right now. And yeah, cheers to that, man. Cheers, guys. I'll see you.
Ben. Not my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah?
When I found that news out, I was literally running around my house just so fucking happy, sick, bro. But for real, when Juan said a year ago we were talking about it, we were literally saying, yo, how the fuck do we get into these clubs? And we were just like, yo, it's gonna happen though. It's gonna fucking happen.
And it happened.
And it fucking happened.
To us, it means a lot.
Like, bro, we started this shit like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, like in our high school, right, Bishop Bryan? We're in the fucking library looking at pictures of DJs playing to big crowds. And this guy's like, yo, wouldn't this be a sick life?
Yeah.
Up next, Rebel.
Rebel next.
We'll ask the club for
So
more.
we're 1 minute away.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
1 minute away.
My guitar teacher, Brad, he taught me for a good 7 years maybe. I was 13 and he showed me this song called Pride and Joy by Stevie Ray Vaughan. I remember the first time I heard it. When you're like a 10-year-old kid and Christmas comes along and you hear the Christmas songs, you get this feeling in your stomach or this feeling in your whole body where it's like you just start to get excited. I think I've probably listened to every single Stevie Ray Vaughan recording on YouTube yeah, I think I've watched everything, to be honest, multiple times over. I got picked on a lot in elementary school and, you know, I would have all these self-esteem problems, all this stuff. That music, the blues, would help me get through things in my life. Any negative experiences, whatever it is, like the blues for me was a way for me to just kind of forget about everything and just focus on what I'm listening to. It's kind of like music where there's just not a worry in the world. Life's good. When I learned how to improvise, I could go to my room, I could pick up my guitar, I don't even need to plug it into an amp, put on a backing track, and just play. You're being yourself and just playing whatever you feel, whatever comes. And you do that for an hour and you feel a lot better. Nobody likes the blues in high school. At that point, up until that point, I was doing music for fun without realizing it was something that could become something bigger.
He drives away.
I used to hate house music, electronic music, yeah. I used to think it was computer music.
You know where it is?
That's Toy Box right there.
The circle around me, they were really into electronic music. I would play my blues for them and they would just start laughing. They're like, what the, what are you listening to? Well, imagine you're super passionate about the blues and you hear synthesizers and these weird bass sounds. As you listen to it, you start to develop a certain feeling for it every time you hear it. Sort of became this thing where electronic music for me was just like this, you know, super uplifting, like, it just became this really cool genre for me. I just learned to love it.
Holy shit. Yo, what the fuck?
But I never even thought music was something I could pursue.
Hey.
If it was all up to me at the time, if I had no external force, I would, all right, let me just go to school and get my degree, go work a shitty job that I don't like. You know, working that 9 to 5, you go into the office, you do your work, you go home. That was a fear, and I was willing to just live that life. You know, I didn't believe I could be exceptional. I didn't believe that I could be someone who could be considered a dream chaser or a dream accomplisher. You know, I didn't think I could, you know, become that person. Yeah, it was someone I wanted to be. I wanted to be chasing dreams that I didn't even have. I just couldn't seem to find, you know, what's the reason I'm doing anything for?
Is that good volume? Yeah, try to go down, see if the volume is good.
Playing.
No, both of us are DJs, but we implement some live music. Cool. Yeah, should be cool.
In the first interaction, I still remember what I asked him. I was like, yo, what are weaknesses? I didn't know what the word weaknesses was.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? He couldn't explain it either.
Yeah, I get it. You're asking the wrong guy, man. Like, I don't know shit, pretty much, so.
Again, I remember it was university classes, and I had no idea what the teacher was saying. He was really the only one that kind of stepped in and helped me. Even the word, you know, friendship really developed a meaning.
Hey, I don't know if you know this, but this is our first time playing at Toy Box. We're so fucking thankful to be here. Holy shit.
As a young person who's trying to figure themselves out, what they want to do, the people in your life have a strong influence on you.
Yeah, play on this board now. I got you. Ready, one.
I think Juan at the time really helped me kind of realize that, hey, I'm actually good at music. I can do something. Through the conversations we would have and through the experiences we were having together, it started to come clear in my mind, like, oh my gosh, if we actually just put the time into this.
We're almost improvising in a way, and it works so well.
This whole time I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm complaining and I'm thinking like, wow, what's my purpose? When I literally have a passion for music.
Those are the days that kind of like show you, okay, we're gonna actually pursue this.
Now it's like you got two people who now have the same goal coming together.
He picks up the phone. He's in a meeting. I just hear him say, he's like, I gotta take an emergency call right now. I gotta leave this.
Bro, I was in a crazy important meeting at the time. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about anything. Yeah. I'm getting out of here. Yeah. So I literally just say, I'm so sorry, I'm getting an emergency call. That was like, it was Marco.
Yeah. About to get out of my car, and then I just see a notification, and I see that it's he's the talent buyer at Inc., right? So we're just like, holy fuck.
He just says, hey, how are you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, good, nice to meet you. And then he's like, great, wrapping up Veld, and was having a discussion about adding you guys on. Are you available August 4th? So this was actually today at 2 p.m. So it's been a few hours.
Now we're here.
We're performing at Veld. For that day, I want to go all the way. I want to have a driver. I want to have like. No.
It's our Veld.
It's the best day of besides today. Veld is the best day ever.
Veld hasn't happened yet, so it's technically not the best day ever. But it will be the best day ever.
Tomorrow the lineup is freaking out, so you'll probably see our names in the lineup.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know what stage we'll be playing at yet, but regardless, we'll match whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we'll see you at Veld.
That sounds like,
and you're watching Disney Channel.